Hello everyone, and welcome back to MW746. Thank you, AVG, for popping up at that time. Anyway, this is going to be a mod spotlight video, and today we're going to be reviewing the Better Archery Mod for Minecraft 1.5.2 at the moment. However, the mod maker has said it will be updated sometime this week. I apologize for the lag. I don't know what's with my computer today. It's just being really stupid. It was recording at like 60 frames per second earlier, and all of a sudden it's recording at like 23. I apologize. But anyway, what this mod does is it adds some changes to how bows work and how bows are crafted, and it adds new bows as well. So this is the normal bow, and the normal bow recipe has actually been changed to include a piece of leather in the center. And this just gets you your normal bow. That's just the normal bow, normal everything. The next one is the recurve bow, which is crafted by putting a bow in your crafting table and getting your recurve bow. The recurve bow has slightly less, what does it have? I'm thinking. Sorry. It has less durability than the normal bow. However, it shoots arrows that are faster moving, and it takes longer to pull back than the normal bow. The next is the longbow. We craft this using a bow, 2 sticks, and a string, like so. And what we get is a longbow. Now this has the same durability as the normal bow. It shoots much farther and much faster than, it's the farthest shooting bow. And it takes quite a while to pull back. Next is the Yumi. We craft this using 3 string. I've probably pronounced that wrong, by the way. 4 sugarcane and a leather in the center. You may notice there's sort of a trend with that leather in the center thing when you're actually crafting the bows. But you get the Yumi. Now the Yumi stats are somewhere between the recurve bow and the longbow in strength, power, shooting farther. However, it has the exact same durability as the longbow. Now, the next one is the composite bow, and this one takes a while to craft. So first we need to make some sinew, which is made by placing a piece of rotten flesh in the crafting area. We get a piece of sinew. Then we need to make some bottled rotten flesh. We use rotten flesh and water bottle, and then we get bottled rotten flesh. Makes my stomach turn just thinking about it. Now, if we smelt this, we get bottled hide glue, which is, which is basically glue. Now this is how we actually craft the composite bow. It's 3 string, a bone, a stick, sinew, leather, and hide glue. It's very, it's a bit hard to craft. And we get our composite bow. Now what the composite bow does, it draws back extremely quickly. You can move very quickly while having this bow drawn back. However, it doesn't shoot as far as the longbow, or I think the length is actually the same length, or possibly shorter than the regular bow and recurve bow. So right here, we're just going to demonstrate all the bows and all the arrows. Now, there's another thing that this mod adds, which I forgot to show you how to craft, because I'm a magic moron. That makes sense. So I will be right back, and I will get that crafting recipe up for us. Okay, and I'm back. Sorry about that, I forgot to set up a quiver crafting thing. So this mod actually re-implements the quivers. Ignore the GUI at the top of my screen, we'll get to that later. Now, as you can see, I have quivers in my inventory. You can rename them, doesn't hurt them. And the way these work is if you hold them in your hand and right-click, you will open up the quiver. Now, these can hold 4 stacks of 16 arrows. We'll get to the different arrow types later. But the point of these is actually if you don't have quivers, for example, I'm just gonna throw these out. If you don't have quivers, you're going to spend longer. See, the bow takes some time to actually load the arrow. Now, if you have quivers in your inventory, like I do, and if you have these quivers, the arrows actually load instantly like they normally do in the game. So you kind of do need a quiver. Also, if you have the Render Player API mod installed, you can see the quiver on yourself. When you change which quiver you're using plus and minus, those are the keys that you use on your keyboard to switch arrows in the quivers. And the quiver will change colored if you have colored quivers. And if you hit backspace, that changes where you wear it. So you can wear it on your back or on your belt. Since I have a sword on my back, it works better on my side, on my skin. So here's how you craft these. They're just 3 leather and a string, and you get the basic colored quiver that'll be just empty. If you want to dye them, you will have to first color them white using the quiver and 3 bone meal. You'll get this white quiver. Then you can place any dye around them, like so, and you get whatever color you want. So, without further ado, I'll go into the arrow types. Now, I couldn't make all the crafting recipes for all the arrows in this mod, because there are an absolute crap ton of them. And if you want to know the crafting recipes, there is good detail on them at the bottom of the forum page, or the bottom of the forum post, which there will be a link to in the description below. So, we'll just go ahead and demonstrate the arrows. So, the first is the normal arrow, which is like this. So as you can see, those are just normal, completely normal arrows. They have no special effects. They're the default arrows, still crafted the same way. These are the 4 splitting arrows. And what these do is, no matter how you fire them, whichever bow you use, they split into 4 different arrows. Which means, you know, you can sort of have like a shotgun effect going on. Have fun with the creepers. The next arrows are the ender arrows, which are essentially ender pearls on an arrow. These actually load chunks around them as they fly, so no more throwing ender pearls out of loaded chunks. So if I just shoot one here, I've teleported the impact location. And I've still taken the normal damage for ender pearls. The next ones are the torch arrows. Now the way these work is if you pull back, throw them, there's a torch appeared. Now the interesting thing about this mod is it actually changes how torches seem to be able to be placed, because you can place torches on literally any surface, or anywhere on a surface. See, it appeared on the top corner of that. Now there is an option in the config to allow you to do this with the normal torches. Anyway, so that's the torch arrow. Also, all arrows can be made into their splitting counterparts, just so you know. This is the drill arrow. Now what these are is they're essentially a mining drill on an arrow. They make a cool sound when they're mining, too. Now you actually get them back, and you get the broken one, and you can actually recraft those back into mining arrows. The next one is the flaming arrow. Now, I'm sure you can guess what this one does. Hit it, lights the block on fire after a second. The odd thing is there does seem to be a bug that you can get them back, which means you can essentially use them. They will burn up after a second, but for some reason at first you can get them back. I'm not sure if that's an intentional feature or not. Next ones are the impact explosive arrows. Now we're getting into the fun arrows. Well, the fire ones are fun too. If you shoot one of these, it causes a minor explosion that won't really destroy that much of blocks. And, you know, you can have some fun with the creepers doing that. Boom. And you don't get the arrows back. The next one is a timed fuse arrow. Now, this one's interesting because it actually takes a second to explode. But it has a much bigger explosion, about the size of a creeper explosion, I think. And if you shoot these at a mob, it will simply bounce off and continue its, countdown. And I am absolutely trashing my weapons testing area with these. So the next ones are the potion arrows. So any potion can be put onto an arrow, and it will... The normal ones will simply affect a mob, if we hit a mob with this, it'll simply affect it with whatever the arrow has on its effect. That one I think was poison 2 for 1 minute. Only you can't really get that in vanilla, but I got it out of the creative menu. The splash ones will create the splash potion wherever they land. So as you can see, I've just poisoned myself. Now, you can put positive ones too. So basically I'm going to use that to try and shoot myself, and it's sort of working. And the splash healing ones would be much more useful, because, you know, you could just shoot that and it would heal you. So that's pretty much all the arrows in this mod. If I've missed any, let me know in the comments if you've, you know, tried the mod and found out. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and or subscription and favorite. I would really appreciate either one. And if you like the mod, there is a link in the description below on where you can download this. So again, thank you for watching, and goodbye.